She was born into poverty in America. As a child, she worked to survive, sometimes dancing for money on the streets. But nobody could have imagined that this struggling black girl would one day become one of Europe's most famous performers and secretly help the French resistance during World War II. Her name was Josephine Baker. Born in St. Louis in 1906, Josephine grew up in a poor family and began working while still very young. At 15, she joined a performing troupe. She discovered that the stage could offer something poverty had never given her: a way forward. But America had a problem she could not simply dance away: racial discrimination. So she crossed the Atlantic, and Paris changed her life. In 1925, she arrived in France and performed in La Revue Negre. Paris audiences were captivated by her extraordinary dancing, comedy, energy, and stage presence. Within years, she had become an international celebrity. The girl who had once struggled for money was now performing before wealthy European audiences. But there was something deeper happening. Josephine had found a place where she could achieve opportunities that racism had severely restricted in America. Yet fame would soon become useful for something far more serious than entertainment. When Nazi Germany occupied France during World War II, Josephine did not simply leave. She joined the French resistance. Her celebrity gave her unusual access to diplomats, military officers, and political gatherings. She gathered information and carried messages for the resistance. And because nobody expected a famous entertainer to be doing intelligence work, her fame itself became part of her protection. The performer had become a secret operative. After the war, she returned to America and confronted segregation. She refused to accept venues that treated audiences differently because of race. Her fame now gave her something powerful, a voice millions could hear, and she used it. She also built an extraordinary family, adopting 13 children from different countries, whom she called her Rainbow Tribe. Her home became an experiment in multicultural family life. Think about the journey. A poor black child became a Parisian superstar. A superstar became a resistance worker. A woman who had experienced racial discrimination built a family across national and cultural boundaries. And when she returned to the stage in 1975, at 68 years old, Paris welcomed her with a sold-out performance and a standing ovation. She died only days later, but her story didn't end there. In 2021, France placed her in the Pantheon, one of the country's highest honors. The girl who once struggled simply to survive was finally being honored by the nation she had helped defend. That is Josephine Baker. Not all legends make it to the history books. If this is your first time hearing about her, comment "My First Time" below and subscribe to Echoes of History Global, because on this channel we bring them back to life.